Okay, we're here to wrap up the trilogy of my Kurosawa movie viewings. Well, I should say that three more times so I can scramble my brain. My Kurosawa movie viewings. Right, of course, we're talking about this time Ikiru, which is before, what's it called, man? Before The Seventh Samurai, directed by, of course, Akira Kurosawa again. This was part of my little challenge where I was like, I gotta watch at least a few Kurosawa movies. I was aiming for five, settled with three, and I think three is good enough for me to get half a foot into his filmography. I obviously will plan to watch much more much later. As of now, I'm taking it super slow, you know. But yeah, Ikiru, fantastic film. Again, not a film which I think is one of the best ever. And is this one of those films like so? This is a genuine question because I don't know. I know Seven Samurai is super influential. I know High End was super influential. Is Ikiru also? Is Ikiru like the first slice of life film essentially? Because I've seen movies which are in the same vein, which I feel are much better. But this movie, I don't know. So was this also another example of this movie is what led to these kind of movies being made? Because if so, that's actually impressive that Kurosawa has like three different movies in three different genres. Because what Seven Samurai is like, the whole team up adventure drama. Then you have High and Low, which is essentially crime. And then you have Ikiru, which is essentially psychological. It's like a slice of life. It's like I wouldn't say coming of age, but it's a well, it's going of age. It's a slice of life essentially. But Ikiru is actually a great film. Would I say it's like the best film I've ever seen, or like one of the greatest film? I still think out of all the three films, Seven Samurai holds the number one spot for a truly fantastic film. Like for me, so far, that is actually Kurosawa's best work, and not because it's influential, because it genuinely is a movie which carries itself as a good film. I think the problem with Ikiru is it starts to feel a bit dragged, and the eureka moment of first of all, our protagonist, played by Takashi Shimura, fantastic actor. Man, these people, these are good actors, lads. Like I, one thing I've noticed, the acting is never off in these movies. Even acting which you could say is bad is not bad because it feels natural. It's like, yeah, no, that's just someone just stuck a camera in, a life. And that's great. I think this movie especially really goes with that. Um, but yeah, sorry, got lost in thought. But yeah, Takashi Shimura plays Kanji Watanabe. Kanji? Mr. Watanabe. Fantastic. I think he absolutely is the powerhouse which drives this movie to where it is. Fantastic. He kills it in this movie, and him. Well, he doesn't kill himself, but it's a fantastic film. It's a very heartbreaking film. It's a tough watch, especially if you're going through a certain emotion during watching this. It's a very tough watch to get through, but it's a very satisfying movie. I think for me, the biggest problem of this movie is even though it's not that long, it feels like it's dragged out. And let me explain. It has a very interesting narrative point where, getting into very heavy spoilers here. So, a main character is diagnosed with cancer and he ends up dying. And then you see all the things he did in his last moments while they are discussing it in a funeral. It's very unique. But it also doesn't work for me. Something about the hard cuts from the funeral to what he did, from the funeral to what he did, it just felt bland. Like, I don't know. And like, God, the characters are really insufferable. The people talking about him in the funeral, at least. But here's the funny thing, I wouldn't have preferred if they just did it chronologically, just showing his Eureka moment and then what he did. So, in a weird way, I like how the movie decides to flow the narrative at the end. It's like a love hate relationship. Like, I appreciate with how unique it is, and I'm like, man, yeah, that's true. But I think what I really don't like is the amount of back and forth which is there in that sequence, which is what pisses me off the most, you know. And of course, it's a beautiful movie about life and everything. It's like, it's one of those movies. It's like, oh man, life is precious and all of that, which is always a good message to put across. I think a lot more movies need to be good movies, need to be made on it so people truly understand that, hey, you really live once, and once you're dead, you're dead. Doesn't matter if you believe in heaven or hell, like you're gone, you're not living anymore. Your memories will be gone forever. So would you rather have memories of doing things which you yourself won't remember? Like, it's a great movie. This movie really has a lot to offer in terms of, let me introspect about my own life, right? No matter what age you are in, I believe this movie will hit much harder if you're older, because you're like, well, fuck, you know. But it doesn't matter. I think this is a very beautiful movie which really has a very strong messaging behind it. It has incredible themes surrounding it. It has an incredible soundtrack. I wouldn't say soundtrack, but man, this movie feels, it really tugs at your heartstrings in the right ways, and I like movies which do that. It's not too sappy. Well, that is another one of my complaints. It does get a little too depressing at one point, and you're like, man, like, main character Mr. Watanabe, can you, like, please pick yourself up, you know but it's okay. I think overall, I think it's a decent film. Is it a great film? No, because like I said, even if this was the first of its kind, which let me know again in the comments below, because I'm not sure if it is. But I feel like it's a formula which has been perfected and done better than this. This really feels like a blueprint if it's the first one, because this is like the foundation, but it's not exactly built up to what it could be, right? And I think that's the biggest point of this movie. Like, it could have been much more, but it isn't. But it's a very strong foundation. But yeah, I think it's a decent film, and I understand why people appreciate Kurosawa so much. Like, that kind of influence is not hard to come by. But that's gonna be it from me. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this movie. I'm very curious. Fantastic little film. And yeah, do let me know if it was like the first of its kind, like, High and Low and Seven Samurai. That's gonna be it from me. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.